Hey guys, Starks here. Got a little something for you. The articulation video you guys have been waiting on. Now, I was a little busy last Sunday trying to get my own progress to work. It was a little difficult at first because I couldn't get it to fit just how I want. I'm a little stickly for details, but I finally got it. Another thing I need to tell you guys is the eBay seller, Electric Aqua, that I let you guys know about the arc reactors, was on vacation for a little bit, but he's getting back to everybody now as far as I know and letting them know how long it's going to take for everything to come out. So if you have any questions about any more, that I'll be happy to let you know what I know. I've emailed him a couple times while he was gone. I was a little worried it was a spam at first, but it's working fine now. Now, as far as the articulation video tutorial I'm about to do for you guys, it's my first tutorial, so take it a little easy on me, alright? Don't be too harsh. Basically, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go get your supplies first. The places that I went to was Walmart. You can also go to Advanced Auto, and that was pretty much it. A CVS usually sometimes has maybe like a trash can or something here and there. Now, this is going to be what it's going to look like after you're done. This is my right leg on my suit. It bends a full 90 degrees, which I'm pretty happy with, and it opens all the way up again. Now, all the pieces are nice and lined, so I'm pretty happy with the ending result. So basically what you're going to need first is you're going to need your rivet gun. I found this one at Lowe's. It was about $15 or so. It's pretty easy to find. They have it right there near the paint aisle, actually, from the one I was at. The next thing you're going to need is your steel rivets. I'm using an eighth of an inch across, but an eighth of an inch diameter by a fourth of an inch down. So it's decent size. You can go with bigger if that's what you need, or smaller, whichever one you want. I also went ahead and got the steel washers that are good for the rivets. Main reason I'm doing that is because when I put the rivets through the piece that I'm trying to secure, I put the washer on the other end just to get a solid base for it to hold on together. Because sometimes the rivets don't exactly expand on the other side like they should. So, the other thing you're going to need is either PVC board, which you can find at some hobby stores. I know of a place in America called AC Moore that we have north of town here. And then there's also a website, but I don't remember the website from my head right now, but I'll try to post that for you guys to make it a better help for you. If you can't find PVC board, the other thing that you can do is you can go to Walmart and get one of these. The trash cans they've got. I'd go with the straight ones unless you want to go with the curved ones. Curved ones might help you a little bit better, but it'll be a little more tricky to cut. Next thing that you're going to need is a permanent marker. Any kind of marker, anything that you can write on these things with is going to help you great. Next thing is I found really helpful is serrated scissors. Now, I'm a cook, so I have a pair of these handy. I don't really know where you'd be able to get one. I'm guessing Walmart might have these as well. Either way, they helped me out a lot. I didn't really want to cut the trash can with the Dremel because after I cut for a little bit, the heat from the saw kind of melted the outside of the piece, and then I had to sand that away. Didn't really like that too much. So, as far as pieces and everything, that's pretty much it. Now, I've cut out a couple pieces for you just to show you what I mean. For my leg pieces, I did 9 inches long by an inch and a half wide. And for my arm pieces, I did 7 inches long and an inch and a half wide. Basically, what's going to end up with this. These are my arm strips. I cut about 9 to 10 of these for the arms and about 7 or 8 of those for the legs. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take your pieces and you're going to overlap them on top of each other, one by one by one. So eventually, you have a piece that lines up like this. You want always to stay with one on top of the other. So after you get done with that, is you want to take your pieces and you want to say, give it about half of an inch on the top for them to overlap right here on the end. This is what I'm talking about right here. You want that little lip right there, so make sure it's about half of an inch. That way, when you drill through that to attach your rivets, it won't be a problem. Forgot the name for a second. Alright, so that's basically it. You're going to attach all your pieces. So say you cut about 9 of these strips out. You line them like you do. What I suggest doing is lie them down on the table or flat surface that you can eventually drill onto, because you will go through at some point, and just drill your holes accordingly. Now, the way I draw the holes is when you overlap your pieces. Now, this is just a small fraction of it. On the table, you'll have 6 or 7 of them. You're going to drill your hole on top of the piece that's overlapping the other piece. That way, you keep going straight across. Now, once you have all your pieces riveted in from that one side, you're going to want to bend your pieces over. So say you have a rivet here, you're going to want to bend it like this. And you rivet the other side, and you move on and on and on and on and on. Now, what the pieces are going to tend to do is on one side, you're going to have a straight line of rivets. On the other side, the rivets are going to deviate just a little bit. So the way to fix this that I've noticed is instead of following the pieces when they overlap according to the length, just make a straight line of rivets. Don't try to follow the pieces as they go out. It's going to be the easiest thing for you. It's not a bad thing if it tends to go one way or the other. It works out either way. Now, another thing you can do is when you make it, you can cut little accents here on the top. This, when it bends, is going to help you to give you a sharper corner, which I'll show you this one. It's going to give you a sharper bend. Now, it's useful, but it's a little tricky because once you cut that, you have to make sure that you have enough left over and the pieces are wider, so I suggest about 2.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. That way, when you bend the piece, they're not going to show once you stretch them too far. So, this is actually my arm piece, so one of them. That's pretty much it for my tutorial. If you guys have any more questions about this, I'll try to post another tutorial of me actually doing the process. I do have one more piece that I need to do actually. It's on my right arm, so there's only a couple pieces left, but I'll try to make a video of me actually doing that. That way when I show you guys, it gives you a step-by-step, know-how how to do this. Again, if you guys have any more questions, send me a PM. I'm more than happy to help you guys. I'm learning. I'm sure you, as everybody else is as well. I'm new to this too. So, and again, this just starts over at the RPF. See ya.